This is the Marvel Legends 6-inch Inhumans Marvel's Medusa. The figure is part, I believe, of the Walgreens exclusive Marvel Legends figures for 2017. I picked up this figure at Hobby Corner. Big thanks to Heron of Hobby Corner for hooking me up with this figure since, you know, we don't have Walgreens here in the Philippines. So hobby shops are the only way to get them. So here's the packaging. Very nice Inhumans logo, comic book Inhumans. Very, very nice artwork, as you can see. Look at that. Look at that. They pose it better than I do now. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So, figure is very familiar because it recycles a bunch of previously released Marvel Legends female body molds, medium female body molds, and I think this is a nice way of repurposing those molds. I never got the San Diego Comic Convention exclusive Medusa, the one with Black Bolt and the rest of the other figures in that whole pack. Never had it, but I'm actually quite glad I didn't get it because I do like this version of Medusa's uniform or outfit more than the other one. That one's a little bit more too modern. This is the classic version, I believe. And I don't really follow the Inhumans that well, but if there's one, my favorite of the Inhumans or the royal family is Medusa and Crystal. And I do like those two characters, so very, very happy to actually get this one. So again, as I mentioned, the mold might look familiar. That's because Hasbro has been repurposing several of their molds. The legs are very similar to Storm and Misty Knight, but Storm has sort of like high-heeled boots and Misty has the flat ones. So they probably share the same mid-torso and legs, whereas the upper torso is shared with Storm as well as the arms. And yeah, and the main highlight of this figure is really the hair sculpt. I wish there was a way to make us a malleable sort of wired hair for Medusa, like an alternate head that they could have put, but I guess there's too much plastic and the cost would not justify it, the production of that figure. And it would have been nice if we could, the feature of this figure was really opposable or articulated hair, because that's really her power. Medusa, she has hair that's like tentacles and all that, so that would be nice. But as it is, the sculpt is gorgeous and I like it. There's a little bit of a wash. It's not just bright red. It would have been nice if it were a little bit brighter, but with the black and the wash, the dark gray wash, really makes that hair sculpt really pop. So very, very nice. Paint apps, hardly anything to complain about, if at all. If at all, you're going to be nitpicking and sifting through the shelves on Walgreens. It's the M on her belt that suffers a lot of the issues, I think. I've seen some that had smudged silver paint apps, like didn't even form the shape properly. But if at all, that's the only thing. The eyes and maybe the lipstick, make sure you get one that's squarely painted, that's exactly painted on the lips, the purple lipstick. Eyeshadow, that's fine. Everything seems to be in order with this particular figure. So with that, let's talk about articulation's the same. The ball jointed neck that's on a hinge, you can sort of still articulate the neck, even with the hair sculpt. Ball jointed upper torso, ball hinge shoulders, ball hinge elbows. It's very similar to Storm. Ball hinge wrists, ball jointed hips, thigh swivel, double jointed knees, ball hinge ankles with the rocker joint. So nothing's changed too much. So let me just stand her up like that, like a queen. Okay, and so very, very nice. The figure is obviously going to get a 9 out of 10 for me. Would have been perfect if there was articulated hair. But let's end this particular video with what I'm trying to accomplish. Man, I desperately need to update that She-Hulk. Desperately trying to get that Toys R Us exclusive A-Force, but and I gave it away. I am trying to form my own version of A-Force. This is the classic Dazzler, not the A-Force Dazzler. I know. And go. I was a big fan of this during Secret Wars, and they had their own comic book spin-off. I loved it. I loved it so much. I read it up. Really, really nice writing and artwork. Artwork, well, could have been better, but writing and most of the artwork was just fantastic. I really loved it. I wish it would make a comeback, but I don't know with Marvel. But all I'm missing now is, yep, Singularity. And if I can get that A-Force box set, I can sell this one and replace it with the new She-Hulk. Put Sif in it, Lady Loki. My A-Force team would shape up. I've actually, if you didn't know, I've been selling a lot of my Marvel Legends comic series figures. But I've kept a lot of the female figures simply because I do love the A-Force storyline, and I'm trying to get as much of the members as I can. So there you go, folks. Hope you've enjoyed this little video review. This has been the Marvel Legends series 6-inch Inhumans Marvel's Medusa. Thanks for watching.